Now, in the Sopranos community, a heavily debated topic is what is the best season from the show, whether it's season 2 to season 5. To the season in this video I'm going to talk about, that being season 3, in which I want to talk about why it's the show's most important season. First off, a much more dark tone and themes. Now, of course, Sopranos is always dark. In the first episode, a guy literally gets shot in the back of the head. Also in that first season, there's a coach who sleeps with one of his underage players. However, in season 3 of the show, it too have a much more dark approach. Even the cinematography is much more darker and less bright colours, at least compared to the first 2 seasons. And of course the story's told, the most obvious one being Tracy, the stripper, that befriends Tony and goes out with Ralph, who is also introduced in the season as a quite nasty evil character, and eventually, after an argument between the two,
Look at you now.
this being one of the most cruel scenes in the show, that while vile is necessary for making Ralph a hateable villain, which he is, and shows the audience just how much darker this season is, as a whole, and will get. And then we get to Gloria.
Okay, but I had to reschedule because of the holiday.
Oh, this is when I usually come. I'm trying to, quit smoking.
Serial killer.
Gloria is another patient of Dr. Melfi's, who Tony meets and befriends, and of course they enter a relationship. And of course it doesn't work out, and eventually they break up, having a massive argument, and eventually when breaking up with Tony, after contacting Carmela, in which it's made pretty obvious that Gloria gets off on Tony's anger.
I was upset about your ex-girlfriend, all right? A poor, confused kid. I thought you should see my version.
The main fear for her character being that she's a psychopath, but eventually she's gotten rid of by Patsy, who threatens her, and eventually she kills herself.
My face is the last one you'll see, not Tony's. We understand each other? It won't be cinematic.
Demonstrating again the much more darker tone of the series. Next is the iconic moments of the series, all of which happen in this season, from Patsy trying to kill Tony.
He's drunk.
To Tony's heart attack over Uncle Ben's rice. To the orange juice scene.
It says with pulp.
You like it with pulp.
Not this much. I like the one that says some pulp.
All iconic and all happen in this one season, and of course the most iconic episode of the show, that being Pine Barrens.
Call me back. You're not gonna believe this. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. Guy was an interior decorator. His house looked like shit.
I've already made a video on Pine Barrens, but it's a terrific episode that demonstrates the weirdness of the show, the comedy of the show, and the drama of the show, all in one terrific self-contained episode, that to this day is regarded as one of the greatest in TV history, and with good reason. Next, an unfortunate missed opportunity. This one is a lot more downbeat, and that is the death of Olivia Soprano.
That you can't concentrate to read.
I wish the Lord would take me now.
Well, in the meantime, brought you the horse whisperer and Omerta.
Well, what's wrong? Tell me.
What do you got?
Now, the show was building up Tony and his relationship with Olivia, her essentially being the show's main antagonist. This all coming ahead in a climactic court drama of season 3, in which she would testify against her son in one of the greatest scenes, or multiple scenes, in TV history, and get to see the monster Olivia Soprano really is. But unfortunately, the actress for Olivia, Nancy Marchand, died, thus leaving on one of the most evil and iconic TV characters, and plot lines never to be fully realised, leaving us on a really sour note due to her untimely death.
What happened?
Beats me.
Did you say something to her?
Look, I know how to talk to people. These blacks. Who knows where they're going to take the wrong way?
So, in conclusion, the show's third season is great, and the most important for the show, signalling a different direction of the show, a much more darker tone, as Tony dives further into his repugnant ways, and is overall just a terrific season of television that changes the show entirely.